Hey guys, it's Deborah. I wanted to hop on and chat about a few things. Sitting outside today, it's just been gorgeous weather here the past few days. Kind of makes you think, with the sunshine, you're sitting out on your patio and you sit and you think, oh, this weather is great. I start to feel really good about things. Maybe it kind of gets your energy levels up. Motivation starts to get kind of cranking. We've had a rough go of it, the past little while, right? With being at home quarantined and what have you. Maybe you're home with your kids more often. So, motivation might kind of be going down in the dumps right now. However, the nicer weather is here. So we start to think, maybe it's time to spring clean. That's a big thing, right? It's spring. So let's clean up the closets, let's clean up the pantry, let's get things tidied up around here. So that's all good and well. Your space is clean, it's tidy, you're feeling good about things. Maybe it's time to start looking at our goals. Maybe you haven't even set goals, so that's a question to ask yourself. Have I set some long-term goals and little short-term stepping stones or short-term goals to get me to that long-term goal? Maybe you're just beginning your fitness journey and you're pretty new at kind of, what's happening in life right now. You want to work out, you don't know how, you don't know where to start. That could be it. Maybe you're somebody who's been on a journey for a number of years, like myself. I've been on a weight loss, health wellness journey for about, I think I'm going into year 5. Time passes so fast. Maybe it's 4. It's 4 for sure. But I have lost over 100 pounds myself over the course of those 4 years. Kept it off, except for, a few stray pounds here and there. But maybe it's time to rethink those goals. Maybe it's time to re-look and re-examine at where you are now versus where you want to be, or you see yourself in, 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years down the road, right? Long term is just that. It is long term. This never ends. It doesn't. And I mean that in a good way, but it should be a lifelong goal, right? But in order to get there, we have to take those little steps. So a few questions to ask yourself, basic questions. There's tons of questions out there. We're just going to talk about the basics. So basics. What are my goals? That's number 1. What is my goal? What do I want to achieve? And you can look at different aspects of your life here. If we're talking workout-wise, exercise-wise, how is my current routine? Have I been doing it for longer than 4 weeks? Around the 4 to 6 week mark, if you're doing the same thing over and over and over, it might be time to change things up a bit and kind of shock your body. Not shock your body, but change things up where your body is questioning what's next. Your body's become used to those same movements if that's what you've been doing over and over. So it's time to kind of re-examine where you are in your current workout regimen and change it up a bit. Try something new. Try a new class. Maybe not right now because there's nothing going on. But there's some online classes you can take for free. I know some people are charging, but there are lots of free things as well. So, do your research and find something you really enjoy, right? You're not going to do something that sounds dreadful. You're just not going to get any enjoyment out of. I would always start, if you're a beginner, picking something you like. And also going along with the workout routine. It doesn't always have to be workout. It could be something fun that you like to do. So is it walking? Is it running? Is it biking? Is it trying to do some sprinting maybe interspersed with your walk? So it's just not all steady state walking. Maybe put a 10-second sprint in there or 20-second sprint. Walk some more, Check out what you're already currently doing and find ways to kind of up the ante on that activity. And if you're not currently doing anything, find something. Find something you like to do. Maybe it's dancing. You like some Zumba? You can do some Zumba online. There's lots of free classes. Or you just like to dance in your living room. Dance a little longer. If you've only been doing it for 10 minutes, do it for 20, right? So find something you enjoy. That's really the key to long-term success. If you dread what you're doing and you just don't want to do it, you're not going to stick with it. So that's kind of my rule with things, right? Another question to ask yourself, how is my sleep? Sleep. It affects everything. If you're not getting a good quality night's sleep, you can sleep for 9 or 10 hours and it may not be quality, but if sometimes you're sleeping for 7 hours and it is like bang on quality sleep, you feel refreshed, you're feeling great the next day, you're not feeling groggy. Studies have shown that if you're not getting good quality sleep, it affects your hormones for sure. It affects our ability to regulate our eating, I'll say. Sometimes we like to binge. Our body actually craves sugar, surprisingly, when we have not had enough sleep. Oh, weird, right? So you're wondering on those days when you know you didn't sleep good the night before and you're just hungry, you crave carbs, you crave sugar. That's what it is. You're just not getting good quality sleep. So, set a good bedtime routine and stick to it. Whatever that looks like for you. It's different for everyone, right? Number 3, water. Water. Are you drinking enough water? Simple, right? Not for everyone. Some people get really sick of water. I know I do. I get really tired of drinking it. However, it's what you do to it sometimes that kind of makes it a little more exciting. I like lemon and lime and orange slices in my water. Maybe it's cucumber, mint. Find something different that really appeals to you. And keep in mind when you're putting like fresh herbs and vegetables like cucumber and everything, they're really great for your skin as well. So do your research on that and see, maybe you'll find something really interesting, a good combination. Or essential oils is another one. Of course, look for a quality, very good quality essential oil that is ingestible. Don't just take something from the drugstore and pop it in your water. Do your research. So that was 3. Number 4, the big one. Nutrition. What are your nutritional needs? Nothing to do with wants. I crave cheesies. I don't know what it is about cheesies, but they're like the one thing, well, one of the things. I got a few things, but they're one of the things that sometimes I just have to indulge once in a while, and that's okay. But you really need to look at your diet, look at what you're eating. You'd be really surprised if you took even 2 or 3 days to journal what you're eating, to see what your exact portions are, to see what you're eating, because sometimes we mindlessly eat when we're bored, or we emotionally eat, sad, happy. Everybody's a little different. The big one is the portions, though. I find when people start writing down what they actually eat and they're honest, don't lie, you're just lying to yourself. If you're honest about your actual portions, you'd be surprised at, probably eating 1/3 more than you actually need to. So check out what you're eating, really look into that. And also something to think about. Are you suffering any insensitivities or food intolerances? You never know, right? Myself, I had a lot of inflammation in my joints, throughout my body, in different areas for many years. Couldn't figure it out. I think I've kind of nailed it on the head right now. I'm not sure. We're still in the early months of figuring it out. But for me, it's gluten. I'm a pretty big bread eater in the past. Now I've cut out most gluten. I'd say I'm probably about 98% there, but it's a challenge, right? It's a challenge. It's easier than I thought it would be, but figuring out what insensitivity you may have or intolerance you may have requires a lot of patience and a lot of research. So always consult your doctor, number 1. Don't ever get rid of anything or try something drastically new without consulting a doctor. I always recommend going and getting your levels checked, hormone levels, vitamins, making sure you're not deficient in anything, because that can play a really big part in your body processes, right? It affects everything. So, check that out. So those are the 4 things I would look into right now. Anyway, with spring here, time for renewal, a new beginning, if you will. Look into your nutrition. Needs, not wants, needs. Look into your sleep quality. Water, hydrate, and also your workout routine and other activities that are keeping you active throughout your day. So really important things. Again, these are kind of the beginnings. It's a good first step, but it's a big step, right? So if you're thinking of making a change to any one of these things, again, consult a doctor when it comes to your nutrition. Really important. And if you're not sure about the working out part, maybe you're brand new and you're really not sure what to do, you can always email me. I'll give you some advice. We'll help you get you on your way. Links are all online. Check us out. You can also go to our website, www.fitandfight.ca. So FITNFIGHT.ca. That's our Kempe Fitness and Fighting website. Links are on there. You can also email us through there and contact us if you need any help along your journey. So much luck to you, and if you need anything, let us know. Cheers.